So where does the knife come in? Because he got stabbed.
I'm not sure.
Well, I mean, it says you had a knife. So from the time you're saying he attacked you in the bathroom, you dry out, you come out, there are no knives in the bathroom. So where did you get the knife?
I think it was a knife. I think it was scissors.
All right. Okay. Is there anything else? All right. Court is calling 2023 CR 8695 State of Texas versus Paul Anthony Perez. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state defense?
Your Honor, good morning. Frankie Sandoval on behalf of Mr. Pettis.
And are you Mr. Perez?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You entered a plea of no contest on October 24th, 2023 to the offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. According to the plea bargaining agreement, punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 6 years in the prison. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon, and the state is silent on your application, and there's to be restitution. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report, state? Okay, no problem. I think we only requested the TAP evaluation and criminal history.
Yes, Judge.
And so do y'all have criminal history to tender to me? All right. If y'all need time to get that, I can call the next case. All right, no problem.
Your Honor, if I may, on behalf of Mr. Pettis and for efficiency purposes, Your Honor, although PSI was not done, the TAP evaluation was done. And there was a notation on there about him being slightly motivated for treatment. And in my discussions with Paul over the last 6 months, shortly after him just turning 18, being arrested for this, he's well aware that his future is at a crossroads, that his entire life is at a crossroads, and that the activity with respect to substance abuse and his experimenting with that needs to change. That was not in and of itself the reason for what gave rise to this incident. Through no fault of his own, financial hardships led his family to living in a, for lack of a better term, a group home, which was a highly stressful situation. Mr. Pettis has reflected upon all this. As I said, he had just turned 18 upon his arrest. He's been in custody for 6 months, will not turn 19 for another 6 months.
So counsel, let's just wait until the state is ready to give me the criminal history.
Well, okay, well, I would just inform the court with respect to the slightly motivated portion of the TAP evaluation. Oftentimes it comes across as the lack of motivation, where what's really intended is he doesn't want to be a problem to anyone.
Okay. All right.
Judge,
Thank you. Any objections to the court reviewing the?
No, Your Honor. In fact, we appreciate it, and
All right, counsel, you may continue.
and Your Honor, Mr. Pettis presents himself, and I say Mr., it really should be, as I said, it should be Master Pettis, presents himself seeking a chance from this court as an adult under the criminal justice system. He has not had an opportunity to prove himself, not to the court or to the state or to myself, but to himself and what he can accomplish, especially given the sword of Damocles which hangs over his head should he fall short, if this court in its ultimate wisdom were to allow him community supervision and the opportunity to turn his life around. I was taken by the court's attention paid to another young man earlier today. As odd as this will sound, Your Honor, it may sound odd to everyone in this courtroom, but what I wouldn't give as a 58-year-old male to be in Mr. Pettis's position right now, even though he's in an orange jumpsuit and in handcuffs. He's 18 years old and he has his whole future ahead of him. And what I wouldn't give to be 18 again. And if he only knew now what I know and what we, yeah, and the judge is far, far away from my advanced years, but what we now know. And it's, given the totality of the circumstances of this young man's life, society would not be harmed, given the localized tension that gave rise to this event, and him being given an opportunity. And if that opportunity also includes, we've discussed, Mr. Pettis and I, the necessity of some sort of substance abuse treatment, even inpatient, to begin the process, to allow him to, again, not prove himself to this court or myself or Judge Garahan or anyone else, but to himself that this is not him. And it does not have to be him, nor does it need to define him. And Mr. Pettis presents himself to this court. Should the court have any inquiry, or should Judge Garahan have any inquiry of him?
All right. State, you're silent on the application, but according to the plea, it's a cap of 6 years.
And it's a cap of 6 years silent.
Oh, and you're silent on the cap as well?
Yeah, yes,
Okay. All right. Has anyone had any contact with the complainant?
he had some previous contact, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say, Mr. Pettis?
I just want to say that I know what I did was wrong, and I'm very sorry.
So can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Paul Pettis.
All right, so what were you two arguing about?
We weren't arguing about nothing. I literally just got out the shower and he attacked me.
That's not what it says in the stipulations.
That's what it should say.
That's not what it says. Do you want a jury trial?
No, I don't.
All right, so according to the stipulations, it doesn't say you were outside and he attacked you. So you say you just got out the shower and that's when he attacked you. I need you to say yes or no.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So you just get out of the shower, and I'm assuming you're nude because I don't know anybody who showers with their clothes on normally. So you were showering with no clothes on. Am I to assume that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So immediately upon getting out of the shower, did you have a chance to grab a towel or anything of that nature?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So you grab a towel. Did you have a chance to wipe off with the towel, or did you just have it wrapped around your body?
I had a chance to dry myself.
So you dried yourself. Did you have a chance to put on clothing?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you put on your clothes. So when you say he immediately attacked you after you got out of the shower, did this happen in the bathroom or where the shower is or no?
And I got out the restroom.
All right. So you're in the restroom, and immediately when you walk out the restroom door, that's when you're saying he attacks you?
Yes, he said, "What's up, local?" And I said, "What's up?" And then I turned around and he already had his shirt off and attacked me.
So had you stepped out of the bathroom when he attacked you?
Yes, I did.
All right. So I'm assuming that your bathroom does not have knives. Did you have a knife in your pants?
I did not.
All right. So where does the knife come in? Because he got stabbed.
I'm not sure.
Well, I mean, it says you had a knife. So from the time you're saying he attacked you in the bathroom, you dry out, you come out, there are no knives in the bathroom. So where did you get the knife?
I don't think it was a knife. I think it was scissors.
All right. Okay. Is there anything else?
Your Honor, on behalf of Mr. Pettis, again, this living arrangement judge, due to the financial circumstances his family was going through, was very tension-filled. Whole bunch of folks living in and it's no excuse. As he said, he apologizes for his action. And listening to the court's dialogue with Mr. Pettis, for clarification purposes, I want to stress that Mr. Pettis is relaying these facts to a court with an 18-year-old's mindset, in not seeking justification, Judge, but just seeking some path to the best outcome possible. I don't, and no deception. And this is from my 6 months of working with Mr. Pettis and having visits with him. He's always come across as very articulate, very polite, very courteous, and has helped me in structuring possible defenses. As the court may be aware, there was a time where Mr. Pettis came forth and explored the possibility of maybe seeking other counsel, and we worked through that. And so he's maturing, and I believe that given the opportunity, that path of maturation can continue.
All right, Mr. Pettis, I want to let you know that I listened to everything you said. I always reread everything and look at everything, and I'm taking in consideration your age. But according to the police report that I reviewed, the complainant got stabbed and it went through his lungs. Could have died, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
So I'm not going to grant your application. I'm going to find you guilty, but taking in consideration your age, I am going to sentence you to 4 years in the prison. The state will add a cap of 6 years. Give you credit for any time served. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. There's to be no contact with Omar Morales Sastre, Sastre. Going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
And counsel, if you think it's appropriate, I'll request for him to be placed in the therapeutic community to address any mental health issues, if he has any, or drug issues.
Your Honor, any courtesies that can be extended by this court and its wisdom would be appreciated.
All right, and Mr. Perez, you'll need to request the therapeutic community as well for them to even consider it. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. I realize that you're very young. I realize that going to prison or either going to the Bexar County Jail, any time that you do where you're not free is a lot of time, even 24 hours. But do not go to the prison and become institutionalized where you think that's the place to be. You can go there, you can get your GED, you can get a college degree, and they do not charge you for it. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you, okay?
Okay,
Thank you, Your Honor. And for the record, he does get credit for all the time he served.
Yes.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Court is calling 2023 CR 11027C, State of Texas versus one Carlos Olade. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
Defense?
Robert Barron for Mr. Olaude on behalf of Ms. Green.
All right. Are you Mr. Olade? Do you have any objections to Mr. Barron standing in for Ms. Green? You need to speak up.
No.
All right, and I'm gonna need you to speak loud so the court reporter can hear. Can I have the staff, please? That's okay. Counsel, have you received all the discovery and did you review it with your client?
Yes, Judge.
Hi, Your Honor, this was the co-defendant from the case yesterday.
Two cases yesterday.
Yes,
Right, so
thank you.
can I put that on the record?
Yes.
Your Honor, I spoke with defense counsel in the presence of the other defense counsel for the co-defendants in this case. There were several issues that came up that I could have looked into and I said I would look into. I still made an offer and all the defendants decided to take that offer.
Is that correct, counsel?
That is true, Judge.
All right, the court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. All right, and this is an application for deferred adjudication. Is that correct?
Yes, Judge.
All right, for some reason, the court does not have that. Mr. Olade, are you applying for deferred adjudication?
So that?
Are you applying for a deferred adjudication? All right. Did you review the document entitled True Bill of Indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment? State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We are, Your Honor.
Mr. Olade, you're charged with the offense of burglary of a building with intent to commit theft, showing you what's entitled court admonishments. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that that offense is a state jail felony? Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Your Honor.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
We've talked about some defense, Judge. He's been able to assist in his defense, but he's elected to take this proof.
All right. Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do. I believe he's competent to enter his plea.
All right. Do you believe he was sane at the time of the offense?
I do.
Mr. Olade, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, there's a $400 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication. There's to be restitution to Andrew Fott. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Judge.
State?
Yes, Your Honor.
Showing you the waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, are there been any such motions?
No, Judge.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 2 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 100 hours community service restitution, and CATS 1 and 2. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the offense as charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Contest.
State any evidence?
State offer states exhibit 1 and all contents.
No, Judge.
All right, you may continue to confer. Showing you what's entitled wavering consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand that? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
Judge, we have an application.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. After reviewing states, it's been a long day, a long new year, and it's barely started. All right. The court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt because you applied for deferred adjudication. Are you ready to proceed with sentencing?
We are, Judge.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Mr. Olaude's only contact with the justice system before this was a DWI back in 2014. As opposed to the other defendant who I believe had some forms, a little more of a record. I understand the court had extended their probation term to 3 years as
Mhm.
opposed to the recommended 2 years. I'd ask the court to consider sticking with the 2-year recommendation for Mr. Olaude.
All right. Mr. Olade, are you planning on continuing your relationship with Lydia Maria Valdez?
Lydia?
Yes.
No.
Oh, she was here. Well, I mean, you were here in the box when she was here and she claimed you as her boyfriend. That was Sanchez?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you have no contact with her, with Lydia.
No, I don't know who's that.
All right. And you have no contact with Victor.
Victor, no.
Okay. All right. Are you employed?
Yes,
What do you do?
I do lawn service.
All right. Do you have any children?
No.
All right. Where are you going to be? Well, who will you be living with if you're released today?
With my boss.
All right. This is what the court will do. The court will sentence you to 3 years deferred adjudication, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, restitution to Andrew Fraud. Counsel, if you feel as though the restitution is inappropriate, we can have a hearing on it.
All right.
$500 fine to be probated, CATS 1 and 2. There's to be no contact with the following: Lydia Maria Valdez, Victor Javier Escobar, There's to be proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider with minors. TAP evaluation out of custody. You to follow the recommendations of TAP, accept probation. If they recommend inpatient treatment, we'll start with outpatient treatment to see how that goes. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. 100 hours of community service restitution. Field visits 1 time per month until TAP completion. And regular UAs. Probation, is there anything else he needs? Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No, Your Honor.
All right,
Judge,
if you,
if I
yes,
may,
yes.
you said a $500 fine probated. I think the agreed fine was 400.
No, I said 400 probated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, anything else you need from the court?
No, Your Honor.
If you complete everything successfully, your counsel can always come back and ask for early termination. Going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you. We can go off the record. Don't take what doesn't belong to you, okay? All right.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Court is calling 2023 CR 0218, State of Texas versus Christian Eduardo Gomez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garahan, Your Honor.
Defense,
A federal plea for the defendant Christian Eduardo Gomez, Your Honor.
are you Christian Eduardo Gomez? You're gonna need to speak up.
Yes, ma'am.
Going to show you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Christian Eduardo Gomez who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2023 CR 0218 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1 gram to 4 grams on March 28th, 2023 for a term of 3 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
State?
Yes, Your Honor. Violated condition number 20. On or about the first day of July 2023 in Bear County, Texas, the defendant Christian Eduardo Gomez did then and there contact Kayla Benavides in person in violation of condition number 20.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
We'll waive the remaining violated conditions, Your Honor.
Any objections to the waivers?
No objection, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 20, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 20?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 22. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor. It is to deny the motion to adjudicate, continue him on as deferred, and to have alternate amend his conditions to include SATIP with aftercare. And then upon release, he sends the ISP caseload. And also reiterate that he is to have no contact with Kayla Benavides.
All right, is that the agreement?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
Probation?
That is the agreement.
All right, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth or nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand. Why are you not doing well on probation?
I admit I did have a drug problem during the probation and I didn't take advantage of that, but I was aware that I had to turn myself in and I knew I was going to do that when I stopped reporting, ma'am. But unfortunately, I got put over with a friend before I was able to do that.
Oh, you know what? People are always intending to do things before life steps in.
Yes, ma'am.
So you're pulled over with a friend. So you're telling the court that you and your friend, at least your friend was driving you to the jail to turn yourself in, but you all got pulled over.
No, ma'am, that's not what I was saying. At that day, I was just heading home. My intention was to turn myself in after the new year. I wanted to spend the New Year's with my family, but it didn't go that way.
How old are you?
22 years old.
All right. I want you to hear me and hear me clearly. You are looking at going to prison for 10 years. Would you like to go to prison for 10 years? Then you had better start doing what's asked of you on probation. Otherwise, you're going to be in prison for 10 years. You know that orange outfit you're wearing? Does it have your name tag in it?
No, ma'am.
Yeah, somebody else had that on. I don't know if they're washed in uniforms at the jail or not. I know they're not using Downy. I know they're just using detergent that says detergent on the box. And if you have an allergic reaction to that, that's on you. Somebody just sent me a video of roaches fighting. I don't know who won, but I mean, the bunch of roaches fighting. They send me video of no ceiling towel. Is that the way you want to live your life?
Of course not.
I have students that I teach in college. I always take them to a tour of the jail because I tell them, if you want to be a defense attorney or prosecutor, you need to know where you're sending people. So we always go to the jail. They're astounded. I know that when you're at the jail and you need bathroom tissue to use, you have to ask for it. If they tell you 2 squares, like from Seinfeld, where Elaine was like, all I need is a square, that's all they give you, a square. And it's the same thing for the ladies. 2 squares, here you go. Me, I prefer the mint method where you just, that doesn't happen at the jail. So here's the thing. I'm going to deny the motion and you are to have no contact with Kayla Benavides. Who is she to you?
Next girlfriend,
All right. That relationship is over. How long have you known her?
5 years.
All right. So you've been alive on the planet longer than you've known her. So you cut her loose because she doesn't want you anymore. If you're around her, if you contact her, if you send her a birthday card or flowers or anything like that, a motion to revoke is going to be filed and you're looking at 10 years in prison. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Coach, if I may,
Yes.
just to also reiterate, she was actually contacting him at times, so if you might want to admonish him on that also.
Here's the thing. If she calls, you don't answer. If she comes by your house, call the police. Say, I'm not supposed to have any contact with her. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Move on. Obviously, you all are not good together. That's why they want the non-contact order. I'll do a referral to felony drug court. That'll be first, followed by SATF with aftercare. So if felony drug court doesn't accept him, then he'll be going to SATF.
Yes, Your Honor, we will need a tap.
All right, and then we'll do a TAP evaluation. Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No, ma'am.
All right, and just so you know, I had already put no contact with Kayla. So I've written it down twice. So if you come back before me with contact before Kayla, we're gonna have some issues. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you better do better. I know you don't want to go to prison, but that can happen. All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Court is calling 2023 CR 7943, State of Texas versus Armando Regalado. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Humberto Saldaña for Armando Regalado.
Excuse me. Y'all need to move to the other end if you want to talk in the box while we're on the record. All right. And are you Armando Regalado?
See.
Yes.
All right. We have an interpreter here. If you could raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm you will faithfully translate from English into Spanish and Spanish into English, so help you God?
I do, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand. Mr. Saldana, do you speak Spanish?
I do, Your Honor.
And do you speak it fluently?
I do.
And were you able to communicate with your client in Spanish?
I was.
And were you able to go over the entirety of the documents with your client in Spanish?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes,
Okay. And did your attorney go over this with you in Spanish?
See.
yes,
All right. Counsel, have you received all the discovery and did you review it with your client?
I have, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Regalado, did you review the document entitled True Bill of Indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
yes,
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do so well.
Did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
yes,
Did you understand you're charged with murder? That's a first-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 5 to 99 years or life in prison. and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes to both, Your Honor.
Mr. Regalado, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No,
No.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
no,
No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
sí,
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
no,
No.
Counsel, did you advise your client of the consequences of entering a plea in this case and its impact on his immigration status?
I did, Your Honor.
Did that advice include possible consequences such as deportation, exclusion into the United States, or denial of naturalization?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you believe he understands the immigration consequences of entering into a plea bargain agreement in this case?
I do, and we specifically spoke about that.
Mr. Regalado,
sí,
did your attorney explain to you the consequences of entering into a plea in this case and its impact on your immigration status?
sí,
Yes.
Did you understand that potentially you could be excluded from entry into the United States
Yes.
and the denial of naturalization
sí,
Yes.
and the denial of citizenship?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. According to the plea bargaining agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 30 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine. No applications. You're not eligible for an application on murder. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with Francisco Nahara. Did you understand that to be the plea?
sí,
Yes.
Defense,
Yes, Your Honor.
state?
Judge, I believe it's the family of.
The family of Francisco Nahara. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. And did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
sí,
Yes.
Counselor, have there been any such motions?
No,
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
no me pongo.
No contest.
State any evidence?
State offers it to the
no,
Did you review the document entitled Waiving Consent to Stipulation of Testimony and Stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Sí,
Yes.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
sí,
Yes.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments. The court has reviewed the same. Court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Off the record for a moment. Counsel, I realize that you have someone who's going to want to do impact.
That's correct, Judge. She's available tomorrow.
All right, so I can sentence him today, and I can have him come back over tomorrow.
Yes.
Is everyone okay with that?
That's all right, Judge.
All right, so we'll recall him for tomorrow, Ms. Ferguson. All right, any objections to proceeding with sentencing?
No objection, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, we would just hope that you would follow the agreement that we have with the state.
All right. Court will sentence you to 30 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's an affirmative finding of family violence, affirmative finding of deadly weapon. There's to be no contact with the family of Francisco Nahara. There's a $1,500 fine, time and money to run concurrently. And there's to be no entry into the U.S. unless legal.
Yes.
Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, thank you. All right, we'll go off the record. State, if there's no objection from the defense, if your witness would like to appear by Zoom instead of in person at the court, I know parking is at a premium. They're more than welcome to do that if the defense has no objection.
Judge, but they should prefer to be here to do it.
Okay, all right. And Norma, if you'll make sure there's a hold on him and we'll bring him over tomorrow. All right, thank you so much. Good seeing you.
My pleasure. May I be excused, Your Honor?
Yes.
আমি আছি বগুড়ায়, আর বগুড়ার সব সেরা রাঁধুনিরা তাদের হাতের খাবার নিয়ে চলে এসেছেন। কেমন করছেন তারা, চলুন দেখা যাক। দর্শক, অসংখ্য প্রতিযোগীর মধ্য থেকে প্রাথমিকভাবে বাছাইকৃত প্রতিযোগীরা আজ হাজির হয়েছে বগুড়াতে। প্রত্যেকের স্বপ্ন একটাই, হতে চায় সেরা রাঁধুনি, এবং একটু পরেই তারা মুখোমুখি হবে বিচারকদের। তারা কি ভাবছেন, মনের মধ্যে কিরকম দুশ্চিন্তা হচ্ছে, কে কি রেসিপি নিয়ে এসেছেন এবং তাদের জন্য কতটা সহজ হবে ঢাকায় যাওয়ার টিকিট পাওয়া, কথা বলবো প্রতিযোগীদের সাথে। দেখি তারা কি ভাবছেন। কেমন আছেন?
ভালো আছি, আপনি ভালো আছেন?
আপনার রেসিপি কি?
আমার রেসিপিটা হচ্ছে ক্যারামেল অরেঞ্জ ইয়োগার্ট।
ওকে, এটার মূল ইনগ্রেডিয়েন্টস কি?
এটার মূল ইনগ্রেডিয়েন্ট হচ্ছে দই, বগুড়ার বিখ্যাত দই। আমি সেটা দিয়ে ফিউশন করা ট্রাই করেছি।
আপনি এর আগেও অংশ নিয়েছিলেন সম্ভবত 1427 এবং গ্র্যান্ড অডিশন থেকে বাদ পড়েছিলেন, রাইট?
রাইট।
এবারের রেসিপি কি?
এবারের রেসিপি হচ্ছে আমার চকলেট মোকা স্ট্রবেরি চিজ কেক। অল আর মাই সিক্রেট রেসিপি, সো আই এম ভেরি এক্সাইটেড।
কুমু, কেমন আছেন?
ভালো আছি, আপনি কেমন আছেন?
খুব ভালো। এর আগে 1427 লাকি 7 থেকে বাদ পড়েছিলেন, এবার কি মনে হচ্ছে?
প্রথমবারের যে অভিজ্ঞতা, বর্তমানে আমি তারপর আরো 2 বছর সময় নিয়েছি, শিখেছি, তো নিজেকে এবারে তৈরি করে এনেছি। ইনশাল্লাহ ভালো কিছু একটা হবে।
আপনার রেসিপির মূল বৈশিষ্ট্য কি?
আমার রেসিপির মূল বৈশিষ্ট্য হচ্ছে গ্রাম্য নিয়ে এসেছি, মানে আমার গ্রামের যে জিনিসপত্র সে প্রেজেন্ট করবো।
একসঙ্গে কতজনের রান্না করতে পারবেন?
আমি যদি বলি, এখন আমাদের বাসায় যত গেস্ট আসে আপ টু 20।
একটু কি ভয় লাগছে?
হ্যাঁ, একটু ভয় কাজ করছে, কারণ ফার্স্ট টাইম কোনো রিয়েলিটি শোতে আসছি।
তারপর আপনার জন্য শুভকামনা রইল।
সো মাচ।
দর্শক, ভয় তো লাগবেই এবং এই ভয়কে জয় করাই হচ্ছে যে কোনো প্রতিযোগীর কাজ। সেরা রাঁধুনি কিন্তু একটা লম্বা প্রতিযোগিতা এবং এই রেসে টিকে থাকার জন্য আপনাকে অবশ্যই অন্যদের চাইতে বেটার রেসিপি দিতে হবে এবং সেই রেসিপির মধ্য দিয়ে কিন্তু যারা আমাদের বিচারক রয়েছেন তাদের মন জয় করতে হবে। সো দেখা যাক কি হয়, আমাদের সঙ্গেই থাকুন। দর্শক, আমাদের মাঝে বিচারকেরা চলে এসেছেন। একটু পরেই শুরু হবে ফুড টেস্টিং এবং সেই সাথে জাজমেন্ট। আমি এবার কথা বলবো আমাদের বিচারকদের সাথে, দেখি তারা কি ভাবছেন। ওয়েলকাম টু বগুড়া অডিশন। কি খবর?
ভালো, তুমি কেমন আছো?
আমি খুব ভালো আছি এবং আমি ভুল না করলে এবার দিয়ে বোধহয় পঞ্চমবারের মতো আপনি আসলে বিচারকের দায়িত্ব পালন করছেন। বগুড়ার প্রতিযোগী, সর্বোপরি এবারের প্রতিযোগীদের নিয়ে আপনার কি বলার আছে?
প্রত্যাশা তো অনেক বেশি, কারণ বগুড়া সবসময় সব সিজনেই অনেক ভালো ভালো পার্টিসিপেন্টস আমরা পেয়ে থাকি সেরা রাঁধুনিতে। তো এবারেও আমি আশা করছি যে অ্যাটলিস্ট টপ 5 পর্যন্ত যেন যেতে পারে, এরকম পার্টিসিপেন্টস আমরা এখান থেকে নিয়ে যেতে পারি, এটাই আমাদের প্রত্যাশা।
শেফ নাইম আশরাফ দ্বিতীয়বারের মতো সেরা রাঁধুনির অডিশনের দায়িত্ব পালন করছেন বিচারকের। কেমন লাগছে বা কি মনে করছেন এবারের এই আয়োজন নিয়ে?
সেরা রাঁধুনি গত সিজনে আমরা রংপুর দিয়ে শুরু করেছিলাম, সো এবার বগুড়াতে নতুন পার্টিসিপেন্টসদের খাওয়া ট্রাই করার জন্য ভেরি এক্সাইটেড। রেসিপি সিলেকশনে আমি সবগুলো রেসিপি দেখেছি, সিলেক্ট করেছি, সো ওগুলো খাওয়ার জন্য এবার এখানে আশা করি অনেক ভালো পার্টিসিপেন্টস বগুড়া থেকে পাবো।
অনেক অনেক ভালোবাসা। আমার মনে হয় আমি আর সময় নষ্ট না করি, আপনার ভেতরে চলে যান।
তোমাকে অসংখ্য ধন্যবাদ।
থ্যাংক ইউ। দর্শক, আমাদের প্রধান 2 বিচারককে তো পেয়ে গেছি, কিন্তু বগুড়াতে রয়েছেন আমাদের আরও একজন অতিথি বিচারক। তিনি ঠিক কোথায় আমি এখনও জানি না, তাকে খুঁজে পাচ্ছি না। তিনি এলেই কিন্তু শুরু হয়ে যাবে আমাদের মূল অডিশন রাউন্ড।
আমার মাঝে আমি সেরা রাঁধুনি,
Không đi con. Ôi chơi lắm cái này.
Con phải lên, con đánh cầu của bạn. Con dạy bạn. Xong rồi cũng đã không mua. Thế bạn em dạy mà. Thầy gì ở đây luôn.
Thôi học đi. Không đi lắm cái này đâu con ơi.
Con có mũ mà.
Thì nhà sẽ tô phần con ơi, đi đâu ấy? Mình sẽ tô cái phần chúng mày Hello Kitty này bằng cái màu hồng nhá, hồng phấn này. Đôi môi là màu đỏ nè. Mình đã tô xong phần đầu với cái màu hồng nhá.
আপনার যদি লাক ভালো থাকে আমাদের সাথে নেক্সট অডিশন রাউন্ডে আপনি যেতে পারবেন। হ্যাঁ,
মানে এটা আপনি কেকের উপর দিতে পারেন না, দিস ইজ প্লাস্টিক, রাইট?
ওকে ওকে।
থ্যাংক ইউ। আপনি ইন্টারন্যাশনাল কুইজিন কি বানাতে পারেন?
ইন্টারন্যাশনাল কুইজিন আমি পারি না। আমার মনে হয় আপনি একটু সময় নেন, ভালো করে শিখেন। জি।
হ্যালো শেফ, হ্যালো ম্যাম, হ্যালো ম্যাম।
হ্যালো।
এটা হলো আমি করেছি কোয়েল বেগুনের কালাই টাক। আমার আঞ্চলিকতাকেই আমি ফিউশন হিসেবে এখানে তুলে ধরেছি। আর পাশে ডেজার্ট হিসাবে রেখেছি জাম্বুরা খোসার মালাই চাপিটা।
ইন্টারেস্টিং। এটা প্লেট করা কোথা থেকে শিখলেন?
এমনি কমপ্লিট করার পরে যখন ঢাকাতে চাকরির প্রিপারেশনের জন্য যাই, তখন ওখান থেকে 3 মাসের একটা কোর্স করেছিলাম। ওখানে আপনার ডেকোরেশন, প্লেটিং অনেক কিছু শিখাইছিল। ছোটোখাটো কিছু ওখান থেকেই শেখা হয়েছে। আর ইউটিউব, সুপার শেফ, মাস্টার শেফ, কানাডিয়ান, অস্ট্রেলিয়ান এইসব দেখেই শিখেছি। আর আপনার ফুড নিয়ে এক্সপেরিমেন্ট করতে ভালোবাসি। খাদ্যের অবশিষ্ট অংশ ফেলে দিয়ে আমরা অনেক সময় নষ্ট করি, যাতে ওইগুলো আমরা ফুড হিসেবে আবার প্লেটিং করতে পারি, সেই হিসাবে এটা আমার করা। জাম্বুরার
সেরা রাঁধুনিতে কি ফার্স্ট টাইম?
না, এবার দিয়ে আমার সেকেন্ড টাইম।
আচ্ছা,
এর আগের বার আমি এসেছিলাম আপনার ওই টিভি ছিল।
আপনি কিচেনে কাজ করেন না কেন? হোটেল বা রেস্টুরেন্টে কাজ করেন না?
আমি আপনার 17-18 মাস মতন কাজ করেছিলাম আপনার রূপপুর পারমাণবিকের পাশে, মানে অ্যাসিস্ট্যান্ট হিসেবে ঢুকেছিলাম। পরে শেফ চলে যাওয়ার কারণে পুরো আমি হ্যান্ডেল করতাম এটা।
কিচেন লাইনে কাজ করতে চান?
অফকোর্স, এই জন্যই এখন এর পিছনেই ছুটছে।
আপনার আইডিয়াস অনেক ভালো, ফুড আইডিয়াস অনেক ভালো, ফুডের টেস্টও অনেক ভালো।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
আপনার খুব ভালো চেষ্টা ছিল, আর আমরা নতুন রেসিপি দেখলাম।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
তো আমার মনে হলো আপনাকে আমরা একটা ওয়েটিং কার্ড দেই। আপনার যদি লাক ভালো থাকে আমাদের সাথে নেক্সট অডিশন রাউন্ডে আপনি যেতে পারবেন।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
আমার মাঝে আমি সেরা রাঁধুনি।
আমি নিয়ে এসেছি প্লেন রাইস, সরষে ইলিশ, আর হচ্ছে একটা ডাউল রান্না, বাড়িতে নর্মালি যেটা রান্না হয় আর কি, আর হচ্ছে 3 পদের ভর্তা। এতটুকু তো এনাফ না সেরা রাঁধুনি হওয়ার জন্য।
কি রেসিপি বানিয়েছেন আজকে?
এটা স্যার ফ্রাইড চিকেন আর ফ্রাইড রাইস।
বাসায় রান্না করেন?
জি জি।
কি ধরনের রান্না?
নর্মাল রান্নাগুলো আম্মু করে, আর একটু মানে অন্যরকম রান্নাগুলো আমি করেছি।
আম্মু তো সেরা রাজনীতি গিয়ে রান্না করে দিয়ে আসে।
না না, নর্মাল রান্নাও পারি, নর্মাল রান্নাও পারবো।
একটু স্কিলটা বাড়াতে হবে। হ্যাঁ,
জি, আমি নিয়ে আসছি অ্যারাবিয়ান চিকেন খাফসা।
এখানে স্টার অনিস ব্যবহার করেছো? স্টার অনিস অনেক বেশি স্ট্রং ফ্লেভার আছে।
খাপসা নিয়ে এসেছি, এটা খাপসা হয়নি,
আবার আসবে।
চিকেন ললিপপ, সাথে একটু সুইটের জন্য চকলেট কেক নিয়ে এসেছি।
ললিপপের সাথে রাইস যায় না।
চিকেন ললিপপ ইজ আ স্টার্টার।
এই জিনিসগুলো অবশ্যই মাথায় রাখতে হবে।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
শামিন কি বানিয়েছেন আজকে?
আমি এটা কাঁচা পেঁপের লাড্ডু বানিয়েছি।
শামিন এটা আপনার নিজের রেসিপি? ইটস রিয়েলি গুড। আমি খাওয়া স্টপ করতে পারছি না। আপনি ইন্টারন্যাশনাল কুইজিন কি বানাতে পারেন?
ইন্টারন্যাশনাল কুইজিন আমি পারি না।
আমার মনে হয় আপনি একটু সময় নেন, ভালো করে শিখেন।
জি।
ফারজান আক্তার মিম
জি।
কি বানিয়েছো?
পায়েস।
এত বড় প্লেটে কেন?
আসলে ডেকোরেশনের জন্য একটু বড়ই নিয়েছিলাম।
ডেকোরেশন তো ভালো লাগছে না।
পায়েস সাধারণত এভাবে সার্ভ হয় না।
আপনার নাম বলবেন আর কি রেসিপি বানিয়েছেন সেটা?
আমার নাম মোহাম্মদ শাফিউল আলম, ডিশের নাম লেয়ার হ্যাভেন টিট।
এটা হ্যাভেন কোন দিক থেকে হলো?
একটা স্মুথি ভাব আসে, এই জন্য
যে একটা বাইট দিলাম আর একদম উড়ে হ্যাভেন। আমি খেয়ে যেটা দেখলাম কেকটা খুবই ড্রাই। সরি টু সে আমি যেতে পারি নাই হ্যাভেন।
অডিশন রাউন্ডে বিচারকদের কাছে প্রতিযোগীদের রেসিপির পাশাপাশি ফুড প্রেজেন্টেশন, কুকিং স্কিল, নলেজ, সেলফ কনফিডেন্স সহ বিভিন্ন বিষয়ে পরীক্ষার সম্মুখীন হতে হয়। সেই পরীক্ষায় অনেকেই বিচারকদের প্রত্যাশা পূরণ করতে পারেননি, তাই সেরা রাঁধুনি হওয়ার স্বপ্ন তাদের এখানেই থেমে যায়।
অয়েল ফ্রি আলু পনির। এটা
পনিরটা কিভাবে বানিয়েছে?
পনিরটা এটা কেনা পনির।
তাহলে তো আলুও বাজার থেকে কেনা। তাহলে আপনার কি?
আমার রান্না রেসিপি আমার।
আমার নাম নাসরিন আক্তার মিম। আমি আজকে করেছি ভ্যানিলা কেক, সাথে আমি করেছি হাঁসের মাংস।
কেকের সাথে হাঁসের মাংস?
কেকটা এখানে কেন, মানে টপ থেকে এডিবল?
নো,
সো এটা এডিবল না। এন্ড দেন হোয়াই ডিড ইউ পুট?
এটাও এডিবল না, এটা হচ্ছে প্রপার। হ্যাঁ,
মানে এটা আপনি কেকের উপর দিতে পারেন না। দিস ইজ প্লাস্টিক, রাইট?
ওকে ওকে।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
chân thật và kiên nhẫn con mang theo gieo thiện lương muôn phương bằng cả trái tim thiên thần còn nhìn đây khắp nơi mẹ ơi. Trên trời cao con rớt xuống đây khóc được làm em bé xíu của mẹ này. Dịu dàng mẹ cười đón thiên thần đáng yêu.
Mình đang tô bằng cái màu đỏ nha, một cái màu đỏ tươi rất là lộng lẫy cho chú công này, với bộ lông dài. Mình đã tô xong cái phần đuôi là màu tím và màu đỏ nha. Mình sẽ tô đôi chân với cái màu nâu. Đây là cái màu nâu nha. Tới cái phần chân là cái màu nâu nè. Bộ lông dài, bộ đuôi dài lên nó sẽ che hết cả cái phần chân của chú công này nha. Mình sẽ tô phần lông trên bằng cái màu vàng. Vàng và cam kết hợp.
It looked really good. Taste-wise, it is also very good.
থ্যাংক ইউ
কোথায় শিখলে বিফ লাজানিয়া বানানো?
এটাই ফার্স্টে ইউটিউব থেকে দেখেছিলাম অ্যান্ড দেন কয়েকবার বাসায় নিজে ট্রাই করেছি 4-5 বারের মতো, যখন আমার মনে হচ্ছে যে রেসিপিটা পারফেক্ট করতে পেরেছি।
আমি সেরা চমক দেখাতে জ্বালাবো শিখা দেখিয়ে দেব যা হয়নি দেখা।
আমি মৌসুমি।
মৌসুমি কি বানিয়েছেন?
এটা হচ্ছে চকো ক্যারামেল চিজ কেক ব্লসম।
Looks beautiful. I think আজকের দেখা one of the best presentation.
থ্যাংক ইউ।
কি করেন আপনি?
আমার ছোটোখাটো একটা বিজনেস আছে ফুড নিয়ে, পাশাপাশি আমি ট্রেনার হিসেবে রাজশাহী মহিলা টিটিসিতে আছি। আমি মাস্টার্স কমপ্লিট করেছি হোম ইকোনমিক্স থেকে, আর এছাড়াও আমি হোটেল ম্যানেজমেন্টে ডিপ্লোমা করেছি, আর এখন করছি হলো কুলিনারি আর্টসের উপরে ডিপ্লোমা। এছাড়াও আমি কিছু লেভেল কমপ্লিট করেছি যেটা কুকিং এবং বেকিংয়ের উপরে।
সো আপনি রাজশাহী টিটিসি ট্রেনার?
জি।
সো রাজশাহী টিটিসি ট্রেনার হিসেবে ইউ হোল্ড আ ভেরি হাই পজিশন ইন দ্য সোসাইটি, রাইট? সো ওই পজিশন থেকে এসে এরকম একটা প্ল্যাটফর্মে দাঁড়িয়ে নিজের খানাকে প্রুভ করা, দ্যাট টেকস আ লট অফ গাটস। অল ইউর স্টুডেন্টস আর ওয়াচিং, যারা আপনাকে চিনে তারা দেখছে।
জি।
অ্যান্ড এটা তো অ্যাবাউট নাও তো 50-50, ইট ক্যান গো এনি ডিরেকশনে। ফুড প্রেজেন্টেশন নিয়ে আমি বলেছি, ইট লুকড রিয়েলি গুড। টেস্ট ওয়াইজ ইট ইজ অলসো ভেরি গুড।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
এভরি লেয়ার, ডিফারেন্ট এলিমেন্টস অফ ইট ভালো লেগেছে।
জি।
নিচের সসটা ভালো লেগেছে।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
আমাদের যদি সিলেক্ট হয়ে যান তাহলে কিন্তু একটা লম্বা সময় থাকতে হবে, মানে এত কিছু বাদ দিয়ে ওইটুকু কি করা সম্ভব?
সম্ভব, কারণ আমার বাচ্চারা খুব করে চায়, এটা তো আমার ভালো লাগার একটা জায়গা যে আমিও চাচ্ছি এখানে যেতে। সঙ্গে আমার বাচ্চাদের খুব ইচ্ছা যে তার মাকে এই পজিশনে দেখা যাক, তো আমি হয়তো বা জবও ছেড়ে দিতে পারি এখানে যাওয়ার জন্য।
মৌসুমি, আমরা আপনাকে ওয়েটিং কার্ড দিব, ঠিক আছে?
থ্যাংক ইউ।
আসুন।
ইয়েস, পেয়ে গেছি আমার কাঙ্ক্ষিত কার্ডটি। যদি আমি অ্যাপরনটি পেয়ে যাই তো আমি যেখানে জব করি তাদেরকে আমি জানাবো আমি ছুটি চাই 2 মাসের জন্য। যদি তারা মানে রাজি হয় তাহলে ওকে, আর যদি না রাজি হয় তো আমার স্বপ্নপূরণের জন্য আমি জবটা ছেড়ে দেব, তাও আমি যেতে চাই ঢাকা।
আসসালামু আলাইকুম।
ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম।
আমার নাম তাসনিয়া আলী।
কি বানিয়েছো আজকে?
আমি বানিয়েছি বিফ লাজানিয়া।
কোথায় শিখলে বিফ লাজানিয়া বানানো?
এটাই ফার্স্টে ইউটিউব থেকে দেখেছিলাম অ্যান্ড দেন কয়েকবার বাসায় নিজে ট্রাই করেছি 4-5 বারের মতো, যখন আমার মনে হচ্ছে যে রেসিপিটা পারফেক্ট করতে পেরেছি।
সেটা পারফেক্ট আছে?
আই হোপ সো।
ইটালিয়ান আইটেমে কোন উপাদানটা ছাড়া কখনো ইটালিয়ান ডিশ হয় না?
টমেটো আর মজরেলা, ওদের প্রত্যেকটা আইটেমে কাইন্ড অফ এই দুইটা জিনিস কনসিস্টেন্ট থাকে।
অরিগানো অলসো।
অরিগানো অলসো, ইয়েস।
এখানে মজরেলা আসছে?
জি, হোমমেড মজরেলা যেটা আমি নিজে বানিয়েছি।
হোমমেড?
জি।
I am very impressed যে you make your own mozzarella.
থ্যাংক ইউ।
আর কি কি ইটালিয়ান ডিশ তুমি ভালো তৈরি করতে পারো?
স্প্যাগেটি উইথ মিটবলস, এটা ফ্রিকোয়েন্টলি বানাই। আর একটা হচ্ছে তিরামিসু,
বাংলা খাবার বানাতে পারো?
জি পারি।
5 ফোড়নে যে ব্যবহার করা হয়, 5 ফোড়ন নাম শুনেছো?
জি।
5টা মশলার নাম বলো তো।
মেথি, মৌরি, কালিজিরা, জিরা, নরমাল জিরা অ্যান্ড না সরি লাস্টটা মনে পড়ছে
রাঁধুনি থাকে ওর মধ্যে।
ও হ্যাঁ রাঁধুনি সর্ষে
রাঁধুনিও থাকে, রাঁধুনি থাকে। মনে করেন আপনি সেরা রাঁধুনি হয়ে গেলেন,
জি
15 লক্ষ টাকাও পেলেন,
জি
দেন করবেন কি?
আই থিঙ্ক কালিনারি আর্টসে একটা ডিগ্রি পারসিউ করব ফার্স্ট অফ অল অ্যান্ড বেকিংয়ে আমার আরও বেশি অনেক কিছু যে অনেক টাইপের আইটেমস আছে, সো ওগুলো আমি আমার প্রফেশনালি শেখার ইচ্ছা আছে, তো আমি মোস্ট প্রবাবলি স্কিল বিল্ডিংয়ে ইনভেস্ট করব সবার ফার্স্ট।
So for now, we'll give you a waiting card. ঠিক আছে?
আমি ঠিকই জানি আমার মাঝে আমি
Mình đã xong con nhím với cái màu nâu này nhé. Phần những lá mình sẽ tô bằng màu xanh. Những trồng cây mình cũng tô bằng màu xanh nha. Đây nữa nè. Đây là các phần cái cây nhỏ ở dưới của một cái tán lá cây to nhá. Những cây cỏ nhỏ ở dưới á. Phần gốc cây mình sẽ tô bằng cái màu nâu nè. Thân cây. Đây là cái màu nâu nha. Phần thân cây mình sẽ tô bằng cái màu nâu nha. Một gốc cây cổ thụ rất là to. Với tán lá này mình sẽ tô bằng cái màu xanh lá này nhá.